Hey guys, welcome to Lingua Marina. A lot of you DM me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Lingua Marina. Or a lot of you write comments here on YouTube saying, Marina, I've been learning English for several years. When I read things, I understand the text, I understand the meaning. But sometimes I listen to native speakers and I don't understand them at all.
I don't understand.
And I try to speak like them, but I can't. If this is something that you experience, this video is for you. Today, we're gonna talk about a thing called connected speech. And this is what native speakers do all the time when they talk. Because some words are pronounced one way when they're pronounced separately, but when they are in a context, when they're surrounded by other words, their pronunciation changes. And today, we're gonna dig into those rules. We're gonna explore behind the scenes of American accent, and we're gonna explore what native speakers do to sound the way they sound and how you can do the same to sound more like an American if that's your goal. So if you're interested, smash the like button and let's continue discussing this topic. In American English, people tend to avoid non-essential words by making them weak. And by that, I mean that there is no stress on those words when people talk. Let me give you some examples. So for example, fish and chips, right? 3 words. But when we talk, we say fish and chips. In this way, the word and is in a weak form, and basically we only say "n", fish and chips. That's it.
Fish and chips, please.
And this way, maybe you know what fish and chips is, but when people say fish and chips, you're like, oh, what was that? Just because Americans and native speakers in general speak faster, they do things that are convenient for them. And the convenient thing is to make prepositions, auxiliary verbs, different helping words, make them weaker so that you don't spend your energy, you don't waste your energy in emphasizing them. They're still there, they still affect the meaning, but the way they're pronounced is different because they are made weak. Let me give you another example. Have you finished work? So the emphasis is on work here and have is weak. Have you finished work? Compare this to the answer. Yes, I have. Here, have is strong and vivid. It is not weak at all. You have a stress on it.
Yes, I have.
So compare this. Have you finished work? Yes, I have. This is a very clear example of weak word. She can speak Spanish better than I can. So we have 2 cans in this sentence. The first can is not even pronounced as can. We say, she can speak Spanish. It's can. That's it. We even emit a, and this is what native speakers do in weak forms. She can speak Spanish, but the next can is strong. She can speak Spanish better than I can.
I can make him happier than she can.
So if you learn this and if you start using this, you will sound more like a native speaker, more like an American native speaker, because in Great Britain, what I notice is that people try to avoid weak forms. They try to emphasize every single word. The next thing that native speakers do is called linking. This is when you kind of sing. When I was learning my accent, where I was trying to copy native speakers, my teacher would say, you know, Marina, you're good at singing. Try to sing in English, because when you sing a song, you try to connect words. And this is what native speakers do. They are linking everything together, because if I speak like this doesn't sound natural. But if I speak like this, it sounds natural, and one word evolves from the other word. A very clear example, cats or dogs. A native speaker would say cats or dogs. Like, sounds just like one word, but it's actually 3 words.
Ooh, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Another great example, easy busy, which means is he busy? But we actually omitted sound H, and we have easy busy. You see what's going on?
Is he busy?
The next thing is called elision. And this is when one sound is substituted by another sound or completely disappears from a word. Again, widely used in America. In Great Britain, you would say interview. In America, interview. So T here just disappears. Interview. That's it. I would actually say it's substituted by another N, because this N becomes a little longer. Interview. No T at all.
Great interview.
Same example. Center. American for center. So T is substituted with this longer N, and you get center. not center. And center is very British.
Learning center?
Wanted instead of wanted. Butter instead of butter. And this is another thing Americans do. When you have double T, it is substituted by D, and it's again called elision. Butter, not butter. But again, if you want to sound more British, butter is the pronunciation you would go for.
Butter.
Next door. This is where we have both linking and elision, because next door is the way we would pronounce it if we were at school and the teacher told us pronounce everything. But if we want to sound more American, we would say next door, where the T disappears and two words get linked together.
Oh.
Next door.
And another great example, most common. Just listen to what's happening here. Most common. T disappears, the words are linked together. Most common. That's it. Again, the way you practice it is that you just listen to people and you kind of have this in mind, what you just learned. When you have this in mind and you start noticing it, it will become a lot easier for you to understand native speakers. And once you start noticing those things, the way native speakers use them, you would start using them yourself and your speech would become even better. Assimilation. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys love American songs, and you hear people saying don'tcha, won'tcha, and you're like, what does that mean? We didn't learn that at school. Let me explain this. Assimilation is when two sounds combine, producing a new sound. So instead of saying don't you, Americans say don'tcha. Again, this is not like every American would do that, but this is very common. And you would hear that in pop culture, you would hear teenagers do that. You won't really hear a professor at Stanford do that because they try to speak a more formal language. What we're learning here is more, common thing. So don't you would be replaced by don'tcha. Won't you would be replaced by won'tcha. The same with meet you. It was very nice to meet you. It's very kind of British / formal. Was great to meet ya. This is an American version and very, very, I'd say California, when you're talking to your friends, you'd say it was great to meet you. Did you? I can't even pronounce it the way I would pronounce it back when I was like at school. Did you? People don't really say that. They say did you? Again, this new sound between the two words. If you only think that people are emitting sounds, they actually add new ones. This is called intrusion. Let me give you a couple of examples. Do it is pronounced as do it. So we kind of have this extra letter between the two words, W, and it's pronounced as you. Do it. How did you do it?
Do it.
He asked. Again, you can say he asked, but you would say he asked me to go out. We're singing in a language to sound more natural. So this he asked, we have this extra Y between these two words, and this is why it sounds like he asked.
He asked.
And the last but not the least, there are pairs of words that we use together very often, like social life. But we don't say social life, we say social life, because we just connect them and we make one word out of two words when we talk. And this just helps us sound more natural. Social life.
What about your social life?
Woke up, we would just say woke up. Pet turtle, here we have two T's that are together, we just connect them. Pet turtle, that's it.
We got a new pet turtle! Yeah!
If you think that you need more tricks like these, I highly recommend a course that a teacher who is not a native speaker, but who sounds just like a native speaker and nobody can actually tell that he wasn't born in America. He has put together this course for a lingo trip, and I would highly recommend you to take this course. It is called How to Speak Like a Native Speaker, and this course is full of tricks like these. And in this course, you would learn them, you would practice them, and you would hear a lot more examples than I've given you today. So if you are on track to speak like a native speaker and to understand natives, then the link will be below. It's gonna wait there for you. Please take this course and improve your speech. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end, guys. Hit subscribe to this channel in order to not miss my next videos, and I will see you very soon on this channel and on my Instagram, Lingua Marina. Thank you and bye.